Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. God, look at that. I think we finally broke winter. I'm seeing bugs fly around. There's still some of this pesty snow, especially where the sun doesn't get to it very well, but we're finishing up winter. As many of you know who follow my channel and you Dizzy's channel and Hillbilly Homestead channel, we all kind of had a get together yesterday. Went up to Vermont. It was pretty cool. We went up to the Hillbilly Homestead. Walked about. He showed me some of his projects, his solar array, his wind turbines, his inverters, Edison batteries, his solar setup, those new LED lights he hooked up and all. So it was really, really cool. And I guess now it's time that I got to unload the truck. But I wanted to show you, out of all the stuff, this is the second load in the truck here. But out of all the stuff I got, I want to show you the what I consider the treasure out of the lot. This is an old Rotax. I guess they put them on Ski-Doo Rotax Bombardier, right? Snowmobiles. And the Hillbilly rebuilt this. This is a fresh rebuild. So this motor is all ready to go. Threw a set of rings into it, redid the carburetor. I got the exhaust right there, the torque converter. So this is ready to smash right onto a project. I traded him a golf cart rear end for that one with forward and reverse. And by the way, for any of you folks out there who could get your hot little hands on one of those, if you do a quick search on eBay, you realize that what their value is, and that you actually, if you can get one of those that works, that's not stripped out or anything, you want to get it and you want to bring it home, because it is valuable. I hear stuff falling over here. Anyway, we had a great trip. It was a lot of fun driving on up there and hanging out, spending some time with you, Dizzy, and the Hillbilly Homestead family. Really, really good folks. You really, if you get a chance to make such a trip, you know, I hope all my subscribers will. You, Dizzy, and I share most of our subscribers, but I'm hoping that all my subscribers will go over there and give the Hillbilly Homestead a subscribe. My Billy friend and his family do a lot of cool things. So go see them. You know, they're good, honest people. You know, fighting a good battle, right? Like the rest of us, right? Hopefully we're all good, honest people fighting a good battle. Now that Rotax, I'm thinking, I don't know yet because I haven't gotten that far, but I'm thinking this wouldn't be a bad place for it to end up in this Yamaha. This Yamaha right now does not have an engine, but given that it's got four wheels on it, it's got a rear end, and you can see that little lever right there. That's how you smash it into forward and reverse. So I'm thinking I'm going to put it in here, and then that is an electric Easy Go. This guy. And what I like about it is it's got a aluminum frame, so it's nice and light. It's a little smaller than your standard golf cart. I'm thinking in that one, I have one of those Chinese motors with forward and reverse. I think it's a 3-speed and reverse. I don't think it's a 4-speed. 125 cc's. That's what I think I'm going to smash into that one. and my older son expressed some interest in that one moving to Pennsylvania. So we do have the components beginning to show up to do some more builds, right? I'm very good at acquiring the parts. Putting them to use is what slows me down a little bit. This club car is complete, minus a few critical components like it's missing the carburetor. That's not a big deal. It's missing the igniter. And the way these things work, you got the flywheel goes round and round, and there's a coil and trigger and everything in one piece that provides the ignition, kind of a one-piece coil, CDI, everything right there. So I need to either put my hands on one of those, or I think that's all it's missing. Hopefully it's not missing anything else. That's what I'm remembering. I don't know, did I ever do a video of the club car? I should probably do that. That way I have a fresh inventory and I know what I'm up to. So there's that. You guys could probably tell I'm all over the place today. Yesterday's trip was about 800 miles on the old truck. The last, I'd say, for the way home, we hit a lot of rain, and I left you dizzy off in Massachusetts, kind of on the not far from the border to New York, and then made the last 100 miles of the trip home by myself. My problem for the trip home, once you dizzy got out and I got on a parkway, there was a lot of fog, so I couldn't make any time, and the parkway was very rough. It was beat up pretty bad by the plows, so that was another reason why, it was windy, a lot of uphill, downhill. It was foggy. I was tired, so you can't make any time with that. You just got to kind of slow it down and get home alive. So if I sound a bit tired, I am. Feels like I went 5 rounds with a boxing champion. I'm sore and all. I guess 800 miles in a single day is a lot for anybody. I don't know if any of you guys drive trucks for a living. I think the most they'll let a truck driver do, and it probably depends if you're in the U.S. or Canada, but I think they went with federal rules here in the U.S. And once again, some of you folks that actually do this for a living could chime in and give all of us more information for those of us who don't know. But I think the most they'll let you drive is 14 hours from when you start to you end. And out of those 14 hours, you can't be driving the whole thing. I think you need a couple of half-hour breaks and a break for lunch, or 1 hour break for lunch. I don't think they slam you in the cab and expect you to drive 14 hours straight without stopping to go to the bathroom or have a cup of coffee or eat a donut or something. I think they expect from lights up to lights out, the max could be 14 hours, and I think you need 8 hours off. Don't know, think. Once again, one of you truck drivers could help me with those rules. Anyway, I have to tell you, for my own limits, I didn't quite make it to the end of my physical limit, but it was a long day yesterday. Anyhow, so you guys could kind of see a little preview of what I got cooking. I do have to get that truck unloaded, and then I'll show you everything I got. To be honest with you, I don't know everything I got because a bunch of stuff came in a milk crate, and I just gave it a quick look. It was just right at the point of where it was beginning to rain, where we were loading up the truck and getting ready to come on back. So, obviously I wasn't looking at every nut and bolt at that point, so we're going to discover some cool stuff together. But to me, that Rotax was a really cool get. And for a few reasons. First of all, the Hillbilly rebuilt it himself, so I feel like I got a little bit of a new friend that has joined my horde, right? I mean, he built it, right? He used his hands to build it, so I think there's a good piece of him alive in that motor. So I look forward to doing something with that. I look forward. It'll be cool on the golf cart. The nice thing is a torque converter there and all that. Hopefully stuff lines up, and your typical golf cart with a 3,000 RPM motor and the gearing they set it up with does somewhere around 12 to 15 miles per hour depending on the golf cart, and that's at 3,000 RPM. I think that Rotax will scream up to 6,000, so it'll double my speed. And I think it'll double my power too. Your typical, believe it or not, your typical golf cart it's only good for about 5 horsepower, and I think it'll double that too. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be a nice addition to the horde. All right, folks, I've been talking too long. I really want everybody to go out, make sure you're subscribed to You Dizzy and the Great Northwoods Hillbilly, or Hillbilly Homestead as he's changed his channel to. If anybody out there ever wants to say that those two YouTubers or any of the other YouTubers I've met in person are not the greatest people in the world, if anybody wants to say that, look at yourself in the mirror and call yourself a liar, because you are. Those are some of the greatest folks in the world, and I'm honored to know them. I hope they like knowing me, and you guys, once again, you'd be lucky to make their acquaintance and become their friends. Lucky. You're the lucky one, not them. Anyway, folks, I want you all to keep your feet down, keep your heads up. I want you all to get out there and enjoy all your day. It's a beautiful day as the sun's beating right on my legs here. It feels warm. It just feels nice. It feels like spring is finally in the air. Okay, take care, folks. Bye now.